morning. Yep. Almost forgot my lipstick. We're going to let a couple more people come on real quick. If you are watching this as a replay, then comment replay in the comment box. Oh my gosh, something bit me. And where you're watching from. Hi, Laura. Hi, Real Queasy. It's been a little bit. Hi, Min. Hi, Minnie. We're a few minutes late. Hi, I found. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Betsy. A notification, and you're here. Yay, Betsy made it. I almost didn't make it. I tried. Hang on. Let me get. I don't know why it's opening all this stuff. Oh, geez. Not now. Please not now. With that. Okay. My grandma watches this, and I'm here, and I'm just here for fun. Well, we're glad that you're here just for fun, because that's really the only reason that we're here. We don't anticipate learning anything, and we don't anticipate teaching anything. So I hope you like it. Something bit me, or something irritated my knees on, maybe it was on the carpet. Okay, anyway. All right. Hi, Betsy. How are you? Yes, hi, Betsy. How are you feeling? Sandra, Becky. VR content on my VR headset, but I'm on my Alt-M. Cool. Okay, the tree's up. So you can see that. I'm going to work on... You want to come in here? You can come in here. Minnie, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay in here with Mom? Want your blanket? Do you want Mom to move it? Pardon me. Pardon me. If you knew how this morning was going. Okay, here, Minnie. It's right here. Okay? You can sit right there. Okay? Now, so here's the deal. We are not big breakfast people. Maybe on a fluke, a couple times a month, we'll have a bowl of cereal. And we're getting old. So it's usually pretty fibery cereal. But on Sundays, maybe twice a month, not every Sunday, but a couple times a month, I make breakfast on Sundays. And I usually do Steve likes pancakes. I do too. I usually do like pancakes or waffles or French toast. And then I'm going to work on butterfly and maybe a little petals for a little bit. Good girl, man. Okay, let's see where we're at on this thing. 3. I think I have a 4th row to put on this. I have to check. We have 2 more rows to go, and I think I have 1 row that's ready. So anyway, couple times a month. I don't do it every Sunday because, just because. Maybe I don't have another row done. I guess not. I just have these done. Let's make sure they're all, no, this one's got to be sewn. So this Sunday, and then what ends up happening is I'm all rushed to try and get in here, get the kitchen cleaned up, get everything done before I get in here at 10:30. I mean at 11:30. So today I thought I'm going to start the whole breakfast thing a little bit earlier. You must be getting close on the butterfly quilt. Yes. This row, these three are done. I have to applique stitch this one. That'll be the fourth row. And then one more row and we'll be done. So it'll be done soon. We know that's not true. I think we're all adult enough to admit that that's probably not true. Anyway, this morning I thought, if you know, you know. I thought I'm going to do waffles because 10.5, is that how big my squares are? 10.5. So I need how many more? 4 more squares. Okay, let's do this. Something to think down, honey. So we usually have I usually have coffee in bed on Sunday mornings, and we just kind of watch some YouTube stuff or whatever and relax. I read. It's just very relaxing. So I got up earlier than I normally get out of bed on Sunday. So I got up and I thought, Mother's Day. Do you ever wake up and the wires, like nobody has connected any of the wires this morning? Nothing's plugged in up here, nothing. It's all just, we're freewheeling. So I thought I'll make waffles this morning because then, ladies, you know, you can put the stuff in the waffle machine, in the waffle maker, and walk away, right? You have a few minutes to do something else while the waffles are cooking. If you're doing pancakes, you got to stand there. So I got that stuff going. Got the waffles in, got the first batch of waffles in the machine. Ran into the bedroom. Steve was working on some editing or post or something. I ran into the bedroom, made the bed. Ran back to the kitchen, checked on the waffles. The only problem with this one is because I'm not standing up and this fabric is slippery and this ruler is not like my green one here, it slips. All right, let's see if we can do this. So, ran back to the bedroom, made the bed. Ran back to the kitchen, checked on the waffles. We still had plenty of time. Ran back to the kitchen, the bathroom, turned on the shower. Ran back to the kitchen, checked on the waffles. Ran back, threw myself into the shower. Okay? Threw myself. I was washing my hair, washing my body, washing my face, all at the same time. Then ran back into the kitchen, checked on the waffles. Checked on the stuff that was on the stove and the eggs that I cracked the eggs, put them in the pan. Ran back into the bathroom, into the bedroom, got dressed. Ran back to the kitchen, checked on the waffles. Waffles were done. Pop those puppies out, put them on a plate, hand those to Steve. Hand Steve the rest of his breakfast, run back into the bathroom, get dressed. Still doing okay on time. Then ran back into the kitchen, threw my waffle stuff in the waffle maker. And this is where I started to push it. This is where we went off the rails a bit. Ran back in, did my hair, did my makeup. I did my makeup. ran back into the kitchen, still thought I was okay on time, tried to start feeding Minnie her breakfast. And with Minnie, with breakfast, you got to sit with her for a few minutes. She eats her kibble, she watches her dog shows. And that's where we went off the rails. I think Minnie felt a little stressed, a little pressure to eat this morning. And so she decided to let me know that she was going to take her time. So I'm like, Minnie, please eat. Please eat. Please eat. In the meantime, my waffles burned. Not burnt, but they're just so crunchy. Just so crunchy. So I threw those on a plate, sat down on the floor with Minnie to eat her breakfast. Then came flying in here. Steve said, why are you rushing around? It's Sunday. I said, I have my live. He had completely forgotten about it. So get back into the kitchen, so then I'm like, I gotta go. And because I have a little touch of OCD, what I really wanted to do, ladies, was load the dishwasher, but there wasn't time for that, so I stopped myself. So ran in here, threw the lights on, go to the computer to get this thing going. The keyboard is dead. I go to plug in the computer, and I need one of the outlets so I can charge the computer, or at least the keyboard, or at least plug it in so I can type. Well, do you ever do something, and as you're midstream doing it, you should stop? You should stop your body. You should stop your hand. Stop. This is not what we want to do. Stop. And you just can't. So I reached down to pull what I thought was a plug for something else, for a lamp. And it wasn't the plug to the lamp. It was the plug to the computer. So now the computer went completely dead. So the computer had to restart itself. And I think we all know what a fun, quick process that is when you have to restart your computer when you're in a freaking hurry. And here we are. The waffles were okay. It was fine. Actually, there was a waffle in the thing that I poured some more batter in. I poured some more batter when when I realized that mine was going to be really hard. I thought, I'll just throw another one in here while I'm feeding Minnie. This one will be cooking. But what I didn't realize was the waffle maker had turned off. So like 6 minutes later, it was still just like it wasn't even barely cooking. But then Steve saw it and he said, oh, this waffle in here this one is still cooking. Why don't you have this one? It's nice. It's warm and it's not too bad. He's a sweetheart. But I'm sweating like a horse. So I'm going to need another shower. And the dishwasher's not been loaded. All right, let's see what you guys said. How close are we being done on the butterfly quilt? It is a gift. And we have to do one more row of butterflies. And then we'll have all 5 rows. And then I just put the sashing and the borders and stuff on, which, as we all know, that will take me 6 months. So in 6 months, we should be done. We're speeding right along. Yeah, I should have just stood up. Then I bump into my chance of pain in the butt. Okay, waffles with fresh fruit. Oh, God. I should have bought the strawberries yesterday. They were on sale at the grocery store. Publix has strawberries. The long ones, the long containers. I don't know what that is. Not the little pint, but the bigger one. 3 for $10. It's not bad. I think you got your exercise in already for today. No kidding. I'm clocking that. There's no way I'd be quick enough to shower and get back to the waffles before they were toast. I'll tell you what. I don't usually, but I do that all the time. I try and fit 17 things into a space where there should only be 5. It's sometimes a good trait, and sometimes you eat burnt waffles, you've barely washed your body, and you have to restart the computer. Oh no, after all that burnt waffle. No, it was. Like when I opened the waffle machine, I was like, of course they are. Of course they're burnt. And then when I did the second batch, and I thought, okay, this will redeem it because I'll have something a little bit soft. and I opened it and there was still batter. Robin, inevitable. Hi, Madeline. Hi, Madeline. Your trip. I'm terrible at OCD. I literally have to fight myself. Oh, I know. Listen, ladies, it's taking everything in me right now not to leave this live and go put the dishes in the dishwasher. Seriously. Maybe that's why my knees are itching. 6 months. Yeah. Nah, I think we'll finish it in August. I think we got to figure out what project we're going to do for the month of August. I thought about finishing. Actually, I do know what I want to do. And I think the pattern, somebody can correct me because I can't look at it right now. I think it's called Scattered Leaves by Missouri Star. And it's leaves coming from the top side and the bottom corner, the top corner and the bottom corner of the quilt. 4 quilts in a month. I think it's called Scattered Leaves. If somebody can check, that'd be fantastic. Okay, we've got those done. Let's do some butterflies. Let's cut up some butterflies. I would like somebody to give me a little bit of advice. And if you think the advice is just, Angela, just go with it. Seriously. Because I think that's what the advice is. I have 50 pounds of flaxseed sitting in my kitchen trying to figure out how to get it up to my craft room. Well, if you want to know how I would do it, or if you want to know the logical way to do it, the ladies will tell you the logical way to do it. The way I would do it is I would probably sit my butt on the ground and scoop my butt up and just heave it up one stair at a time, because I would be too lazy to break it up, or, that's just me. Is that the right way to do it? Probably not. No way. I just need to focus. Me both, sister. Missouri Star. Oh, Missouri Star has patterns on sale. A little at a time. I told you, Madeline. A logical person would say, just take up a bucket or something at a time. Arlene. Hi, Arlene. Got her tree sewn. Yahoo! Give Arlene some hearts. She got her tree sewn. That pattern is on sale for $3. Scattered Leaves. Okay. Hang on one second. Hang on. Don't leave. It is called Scattered Leaves. I just saw it. I have it pinned on my board. Okay. Ready? Hi, Alex. Okay, now we can't, I'm not going to use this pattern, this print, this fabric. Because I just used it for the petals. So I'm going to do a different fabric. What I really would like to do is do something fall-like. And I think I already have most of the background. Something happened. I was doing this. This is before I even met all of you. Before y'all started coming over, I was doing this. I was starting this. But something happened. I was working on one and something happened and I was like, something's wrong. So I stopped and I don't remember why. So maybe I'll just out of my head. But this is a scattered leaf. So it's Scattered Leaves. Betsy just said it's on sale at Missouri Star for $3. So maybe we'll make this, because I'm thinking I'm going to get the petals done, get the butterfly done. We'll start this as our August project. Does everybody like that? I mean, for $3. Angela's having quite the morning. No kidding. I'm going to need a nap. I'll have to go back to bed after this. At the very least, I'm going to need another shower. I think we can know that. I was sweating. I can still feel my head is warm. Yes, I do have the pattern, Betsy. Thank you. I do have the pattern. I downloaded it. I did not pay $3 for it. So you guys are in for a treat. Missouri Star, scattered leaves, $3, Betsy says. Thank you for asking, Betsy. You're a sweetheart. And I think I would like to do something with fall colors, maybe to kind of get ready for fall. Or do I want to do something in blues? I guess it would depend on what I have. And I think it's a 10-inch square. I can't reach the pattern. I don't want to get back up. Batiks would be beautiful. Oh my God, would batiks be cool? Can somebody look? If somebody has it, or if somebody can look, I think it's a 10-inch square pattern. I think. Oh, I'm 90% sure because we used it for the petals and I used that fabric for the petals and that was 10-inch squares. So let's see, what do we have? I'll be right back. I'm not getting anything done, ladies. I'm not getting anything sewn. All right, let's see. See, here's the background stuff I have cut. And I think it's about all I need. I will be honest, I don't have a lot of 10-inch. I don't have a lot of 10-inch squares, a lot of layer cakes, because they're pricey, usually. All right, so what do I have left here? All right, I've got this fall leaves one. I don't know if this is a full layer cake or not. I mean, it's sunflowers, 10-inch squares. Thank you, Robin. Hi, Dubrovka. Hello, Dubrovka. How was it in Canada? Oh, Canada. I don't know if that's the melody for the song. Probably not. Let's just assume it's not the melody for Oh, Canada. Anyway, this one is really pretty. Look. Okay. I think this is going to have to be it. Hot. So yesterday here, it was like 93. So you've got a little bit done. I mentioned it on the video. And then he tried to work in the garage for a little bit. And that was just at night. And it was like 8 o'clock. And it was still blazing hot. Today, it's going to be 96 here in Florida. 96. You know what that means? It really feels like 116. Holy cow. And Steve has already rattled off all these things he wants to do outside. And I'm like, you're going to have to pick one. You have to pick one, and then you're going to have to do the rest at 11 o'clock tonight. All right, so maybe what we'll do later is pull some of these. I mean, for tomorrow's video, we'll pull some of these out and take a look at them. This wouldn't be bad. I don't know what I was saving this for. I was thinking, here's the thing. We have a heat warning here in North Dakota. It's hot everywhere. And like this heat bubble or heat cap or heat dome or whatever it is that we're in. Don't come for me in the comments. Just don't. Resist the urge to type. Everybody's like, oh my God, the heat, it's a heat dome. It's things are going to spontaneously start sparking into fire. It's summer. Every summer it gets hot. Some summers it's hotter than other summers. Some winters are colder than other winters. We had a cold winter last year. I imagine we will have a mild winter this year. Last year's summer was, I don't know, it was about the same. You know, it's hot, and then we have a couple of days where it's scorching, and then you have the rest of the summer where it's hot. It's summertime. It's hot in the summertime. It's hot in the summer. It's cold in the winter. I know we are all always quite surprised when it gets hot in the summer, but summer is not spring. There you go. The only other thing that I was saving this for was to do the petals quilt, the sunflower petals quilt. But the question is using this lots of sunflowers. I mean, not a lot of sunflowers, actually. There's really not that many. There's a couple, maybe 2 or 3. Is that a little on the nose? Or would this look better for the petals? So you got to decide. Like this one, sunflowers. So if you're live or if you're watching it on replay, for Scattered Leaves, which is our project for August, Scattered Leaves by Missouri Star Quilt. It's on sale right now. The pattern is from Missouri Star. I think on hers she did kind of bright colors, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So that's option A, is the sunflowers. Okay. Option B is T with B, and I don't think I have a third one. Well, I can see a layer cake in there, but it's the same fabric, ironically enough, that I used for the petals, and I don't want to use that fabric again. So next one, T with B. Okay. So there's some of them. It's got the right colors, kind of. Some flowers, little wild flowers. Like grass. Some more flowers. Poppies. Preview time. California state flower is the California poppy. And teacups. So it makes a huge quilt. In for $1, in for a dime. So we say it's our August project, but honestly, only a month. More poppies. Oh, what's this? Something like a bee, you know, like a honeycomb. I just saw something that was cute. Let's see. Just little flowers. More teacups. I might do the pattern with 5-inch squares. Okay, so that's the question. I'm gonna have to pull the pattern down. I'm gonna have to pull the pattern down because. So am I taking the layer cake and basically cutting it up? If I'm doing that and I'm making 5-inch squares, then I might have some other options that I would like better because I do have 5-inch squares. I do have charm packs. Okay, so if you like option 1 or option 1 and 2, I'm really leaning towards saving this one for the sunflower petals quilt that we're going to do in the fall. But if you guys think it would be better for falling leaves, then we can do that too. But I think what I'll do is pull out some other 5-inch squares and see if I like that better. So that's what the block looks like. Falling leaves. Yeah, I got some charm packs. Falling Leaves, Missouri Star. You can get the pattern right now. That'll be our August project. Don't forget, and I know some people are having problems posting their pictures on the posts tab on the YouTube channel. I'll get with you later and figure out how to do that or what the problem is or if there's a problem. I don't know. All right. Betsy said, pull out some charm packs. I'll be right back. Don't leave. All right, let's see. Found it. The question is, I don't have 4. Holy Mary. Angela, you've got to buy more than one at a time. Okay. If I need 4, if I in essence need 4 charm packs, then I can make this work. But I think I really like these colors. You ready? You only need 1, don't you? Steve. He does. Well, I don't know. Wasn't the original pattern for calling for a layer cake? If it originally called for a layer cake, 10 by 10, isn't that 4? Isn't that the equivalent of 4? Yeah, it is. With only 1 pack, it'd be scrappy. All right, let me just get the pattern. Hang on a second. All right. Scattered leaves. Quilt pattern for 10-inch squares. All right, let's see here. From the background, okay, forget it. 7 10-inch strips. Okay, so we don't quite need, okay, here's what it says. The link to post your creatives is, oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Okay, if you used 4, it would be the same big sizes using 10-inch squares. That's correct, if I use 4. If I have 4 packs. But there's probably more. Okay, let me just read this. Let's see if it makes sense. From the background fabric, okay, who cares? 7 10-inch strips across the width of the fabric. Subcut a total of 26 10-inch squares. Set the remaining strips aside for the wall hanging. So we need to make the block units. Set 3 10-inch print squares ahead for the block. Okay, whatever. Sort the remaining 10-inch squares, print squares, into sets of 3, grouping similar colors. Draw 2 diagonal lines across the reverse side of a 10-inch background square. Choose a 10-inch print square, blah, blah, blah. So on the other side, yada, yada. I'm warning you, there's a lot of cutting on this. There's quite a bit. I mean, probably not a lot for you guys, but there's a bit to get ready. Okay, so be prepared. Cut the tennis and have it vertically and trim, blah blah blah, put it in half horizontally. Match up the centers. Arrange the units into, you'll make 2 leaf blocks from each set of 3 prints. I think ultimately we need, okay, I think I got it. See, you're going to make 4 half square triangles. You're going to make you're going to make 2 half square triangles from each 5-inch section, right? From each 10-inch square, you're going to make 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 half square triangles. So 1 5-inch square makes half square triangles, right? So yes, if you have 4 charm packs, you should be good. Now, we need 26. So how many are in here? Does anybody know? 42. So 26. So 42 minus 26. 42, 26. 12, 3 up there is 16 left. And 16 is 32. Actually, technically, you're only going to need 3. Did I do the math? Did I do the math yet right? Could you show the pattern again? This is what the pattern looks like on the website. I did print it in color. Okay. So, because you're going to need 26. You're going to need 26 from this one, which is going to leave you 16. Right? You're going to have 16 left from a 5-inch square pack, a charm pack. So, from these 2 charm packs, is this the same? No. Here's what's happened. I have these 2, Lancaster by Joe Morton. So I have these 2 from Joe Morton, Lancaster. There's 42 in each one, so I'm going to take 26 off the top. That's my 26, right? No. It's not right. Yes, it is right. So 26 from each of these packs leaves me 16 in each pack. That leaves me 32 left over. So in essence, out of these 2, I have 3/4 of what I need. So I'm just going to add in 26 of this. October Road, October Morning by Henry Glass, because it's basically the same feel. Same colorways. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do. Too early for me to chime in. Scrappy is fine with me. I think Scrappy would be cool on this too. That's basically half the size as the one using 10-inch squares. Ah, it's a big quilt. My guess is this is probably going to be a fall project. But this is probably going to be. I've wanted to do this quilt for so long, you guys can't even imagine. You cannot even begin to imagine how long I have wanted to do this quilt. So we're going to start it in August. Let's do that. Let's take a little pressure off. After my morning, please, let's just back off a little bit. But I think these are the three charm packs I'm going to use. Okay. And next week, maybe we'll start cutting. Can I? Just fell off the table. The squares just fell off the table. I'm out. So I'm just going to have to tap out today. And I didn't even bring my phone in here. So hopefully everything is okay out there. Steven, just so you know, if you need something or if something's on fire or whatever, I can't help you. I don't have my phone. You can mow the lawn and edit us all at once. You have no idea. And he did the dishes this morning. And he's cute too. All right. I'm going to do some butterflies. I'm not using this one, Angela. Don't put it there. I'm going to do some butterflies and then while we chit chat. And then here was my question. Some of the butterflies, you guys all remember the great heat and bond debate of 2025. Yes. Thank you.
I'm going back to my job.
I did nice shorts.
Thank you. They're my pool cleaning shorts.
Okay.
In the comment section, I discovered a problem. They have to be logged in to their Google account in order to post on the page.
Okay, so to post on YouTube, under the posts section, you have to be logged into your Google account, Google, Gmail, whatever. Okay, that's why some of you could not post there. And if you can't post there, if you don't have a Google account, post on Facebook. So post on Facebook, post on YouTube. Okay, here was the debate. The debate was Heat and Bond Ultra or Heat and Bond Light. So we've made the shift back to Heat and Bond Light. Okay. So when I did all of the petals, it was done in Heat and Bond Light. Sewable Heat and Bond Light. Heat and Bond Ultra technically says that it's not sewable, that it will gum up your needles. Before I knew anything, I used the Heat and Bond Ultra on my very first petals quilt, and I used the strong stuff. And I think that's all I used. I don't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure I used the Ultra. Anyway, I didn't have any problem with my machine or my needles or anything like that. Now, don't take that as advice, okay? Be having people calling me about gummy needles. But some of this, for this butterflies quilt, some of the butterfly, stuff, the blocks, I already had done with Heat and Bond Ultra. So here's the question. Will they soften at all? Not that they're not soft, but it's a slightly heavier hand than the Heat and Bond Light. Okay. So I'm wondering if they will kind of relax at all once I wash the quilt before, finishing it. That's the first question. The second question is, I hope it's not going to be weird because I'm not going back now. Some of the butterflies are going to be in Heat and Bond Ultra, and some of the butterflies are in Heat and Bond Light. So that's the dilemma. this week, we're going to wrap up as much as we can. We'll work a little bit on the petals. We'll work a little bit on the petals, honestly, now that they're all, the other time-consuming part is, which I'm going to try and come in here this afternoon when it's, once I've gotten some of my housework done, and just work on the petals to applique, just stitching those. They don't take very long. Once I put my book on, I put my Audible book on, or audio book, whatever, and it's not bad. But it is somewhat time consuming. I mean, it's not quick. Because once that's done, sewing them together, it's not bad at all. Maybe once I wash it. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It is what it is. I think I need 2 more. Let's make sure we don't have any butterflies hiding under here. And we do not. Right? We do not. Sashing. That goes there. And I got to get some order in here. I managed to make a little bit of order progress on my office this past week, but I got to get a little tidy up going on in here. All right, this will work. But I hope I have, where's the rest of the fabric for the butterflies? Okay, so we're done with those. Here's our little keystones for the butterflies. We know what we're doing with the leaves, right? Everybody knows the pattern. To long arm a little table topper. Down in the cool basement. Right? That's where you want to be. I'd like to go down to a basement just because I think that today I should probably hide. I think enough things have happened to me that, I mean, burnt waffles in a somewhat sketchy shower. Maybe I've had enough. Okay, these petals. Why do I have these? I didn't miss anything on there. I don't know. And we gotta finish that border. Holy cow. Angela, too many projects, Angela. Well, I'm not wanting to panic, but this is the border and the flange. This goes over here. I'm definitely trying not to panic, except that I can't find. I know I have more fabric for the butterflies. You won't believe how many I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's row number 4. Okay. 1, 2. This will do 3. Playing with my new scan cut machine in my cool sewing room. I'm gonna try and hide in here for a while. Don't tell Steve. Organizing is not always fun. I know that's, you know what, but sometimes the beauty of it is you can get lost in it. You know, you can kind of get lost in that's what I do. And I try really, really hard to stay somewhat focused while I'm doing it. Otherwise, you end up, you know. Yesterday I was doing something. I had a long list of stuff I wanted to do. And I started doing one thing, and then I got so distracted. Like I was going to tidy up the kitchen and then go and do 5 or 6 other things. And somehow I ended up doing the dishes, putting the dishes away, tidying up. And then I said, oh, I should probably throw away that chicken or whatever that was in the fridge. Then I ended up cleaning out the refrigerator. And I thought, well, while I'm here, I may as well clean out the drawer. Okay, I'm going to have to find a little lone piece of butterfly because either I miscalculated or somehow it's gotten string somewhere. Let's just make sure it's not. It's around here somewhere. Okay, I'm just going to put some heat and bond on this one, and then we'll wrap it up from there. I hope somewhere I have a little scrap of this one butterfly. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world. We could do something else for that one square, you know, something cute to go along with it. But oh no, I can't find a digital option. Exit and go back in. I agree with that. Too hot to cook. Hubby will be doing the barbecue tonight, so you can play. Amen, Dubravka. We're doing the same thing. I'm doing burgers on the grill. I'm not cooking tonight. No. Yes, sometimes I have found that issue with the digital ones. Like you almost have to say scattered leaves and specifically say scattered leaves digital, or go to digital things and then do that. But yeah, let me know, Robin, on that if you can't find it. I know that I know there is a digital option. I can't imagine why they would have gotten rid of it. Only because I never order the paper options from her because I can't bear to wait. So this one was the digital option. So check on that, and then let me know. And if anybody else has issues with the digital option for scattered leaves, let me know. Okay. I'll try that. Scattered leaves digital. Yes. I put scattered leaves in and it came right up. Yeah, go out and come back in. That's the other problem right now is that they have a lot of different marketing and stuff, sites and things out there, links. And sometimes, I don't know. I've had more issues in the last year with their website with stuff like that where I have to go back out and come back in. I don't really want to pay $5 shipping on a $3 pattern. That was my other issue is sometimes I'm only there for a pattern. And I'm like, I'll just do the digital one and print it. Because I'm not paying more shipping than, than the product. Ow! Oh. Yeah. Still on sale tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's get this one. Oh my God. Let's get this one cut out, and then I'm going to run and go get some more water, check on the rest of my household, and make sure nothing has happened. I, of course, dropped the pencil at some point, so we're going to have to use a pen. I'll try to let it mess up. It says reach limit.
How you want?
I'm going to be ready for. Oh, no, you can keep that one.
Okay.
I'm almost done anyway. I'm going to tear this thing apart and find some fabric.
Clean that nest for you up here.
Everybody's a comedian today. Okay. We will be. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Never mind. Scratch that. There aren't enough thumbs up yet. Yes, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There's hearts at the bottom. You can always give hearts. Going upstairs to assess my flaxseed situation. Filling my heat gold neck for the craft fairs. That's very cool. That's very cool. I thought about trying to add that onto my plate, but I don't think that would be wise. Oh, thanks for the heart. I like the way Steve peeks in. He does it all the time. It's always very. I don't know what he thinks goes on in here, but he doesn't have to be so cautious. Oh, so the new book. I decided on. I forgot to bring the stack in here and blah blah blah. So I'm doing, and I'm hoping to have it finished by Wednesday, and then I'll tell you why I hope to have it finished by Wednesday, because the next book I read, I really want it to be a paperback, so it's a little lighter to carry around. Anyway, I am reading The Lost Man by Jane Harper. So Jane Harper is an Australian writer, also something that I love. And she's a fantastic author. I love her stuff. And a couple of her books, many of her books, have been made into movies on, I think they're on Netflix. I'm pretty sure they're on Netflix. She wrote The Dry. So good. So good in the book. So good the movie. Just good. Just, okay. Jane Harper. She also wrote Nature's. Come on, Janie, where are ya? All set in Australia. Very good thrillers. Kind of whodunits. Nothing. They're not scary. They're great mysteries. Jane Harper. Okay, Jane Harper books. She wrote The Survivors. Very, very good. Force of Nature. Thank you, Robin. Was good, huh? The Dry, The Lost Man, Force of Nature, The Exiles. The Exiles was very good. The Exiles was very good. Didn't see that one coming. Didn't see it coming. I said The Survivors, The Exiles. I think that's it. Now, she has another one coming out this year called Exiles was her last one. Book coming out this year is Last One Out. Yeah, so there you go. Jane Harper, that's what I'm reading, The Lost Man. It's the only one of hers I hadn't read. So we're reading that. And then I'm probably going to read something, I don't know, maybe a Richard Osman. I'm pacing myself on the Thursday Murder Club because I think the books are so funny and so witty and so good. So, okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys. Wow. Okay. I'm going to wrap it up because I got to find this butterfly fabric. I need to go figure out what these guys are doing. Yeah. And make sure that Steve is not wandering outside because I can tell you right now, it's already probably 95. Too hot. Indoor chores right now. Too hot outside. Stay cool. Stay sassy. Have a fantastic afternoon. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for coming by. You all settled me down. Now I can go and load the dishwasher. Have a great morning tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. But remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. Stay cool, everybody. Whatever you got to do it inside. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye.